is time, my friends, for Karmine Corp to face FUT Esports. Two good things, my friend. Two good things. Let's go. Zeus and my team on Euro.
If there's going to be a change of identity, but KC sticking to what we saw last time.
Zeus, who is actually a god. I'm kind of disappointed not seeing him on chat. One of the best chats in the world, but Euro is so strong right now, man. It's meta. My boy Sadak on Harbor. This is interesting.
Yeah, now almost just becomes a game of, do you do the same thing twice? Do you risk it again when it failed so miserably? I guess in round
have a great day,
we're
my
never gonna
friends.
see.
Wish you all the best.
But now at least,
It's pretty similar, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. We don't
Zeus
have-
going down instead of Jetij.
I don't think we have Sugetsu yet in the pit, but I think he knows that there's a very high chance of the salvos going into that position, so just playing on the edge of the exact same spot.
Oh, they pinged the wall. They knew it was there, and still they didn't both make it through. But you can still jump over it, so ready to push on into the site. Now, the vines have gone up. That's going to slow them a moment. It's going to get the rotations coming through as Martin's making his way to the spawn. But the players on site have a bit of a fight. It was flawless last time, but now FUT are
KC.
fight 4 versus
30
3
seconds
as the spike is going down and no contention possible. This is looked like a little bit of a...
I wanna see Prime Sugetsu once again.
Drop Zeus, and we're back to even footing with a snake in the grass of Martin up close, waiting to emerge from that smoke. Flank on its way around, but a little late from Sadik. Martin's gone early, and he's been caught. The herd thinning out. Sadik's flank finally gets one. They know where the last player
1v1.
is, but it's Mr. Fallen.
Yes, Salvo's.
Salvo's online, and he'll use
Bro,
them.
look at this Sage and
For now, the time not really pressuring him, and he'll use them as the rotation comes around, moving into a new angle. The defuse started. It's going to be halfway, but here comes Mr. Fallen swinging in.
Is a little much.
He doesn't get the kill.
oh, the
What he's playing
movement.
with here, attempting to run it all the way down. The shoulder peak's working. Sadik gets the kills, but the clock desperately low.
Yeah, it took a little
Too
bit
low, in
too
fact.
long to click,
It was
but
flawless.
wouldn't matter anyway,
KC
bro.
last time.
What a way to start the
1-0
game, by the way.
started
I love
off
it.
well.
The duel of the IGLs right off the bat. Apparently double down on this aggression on B-Long.
I like the fact that FUT were confident enough in their pistol round strat to almost run it identically. Like the same.
Oh, look at
salvos
that,
thrown in,
man.
the
Look
same
at them.
util to the back
This
of
is
the
a
site.
like idea for
This
sure.
time winning the battles at a captain, farming up a few, but we're now looking mostly at Zeus. I can't afford to lose any more players.
It's going to start to get costly. Oh man, Aves even wins that fight. Onto Jetij of all people, swinging wide. And
That got close. That got real close, bro.
Sadik's coming in, a classic in hand, half HP on Zeus. But an
Oh,
upgrade to
that
a
move's
Bulldog
dope,
at
bro.
least. There is a real opportunity, especially if they go for this plan to 1v1, could be isolated. We'll see it here. Oh, it's Sadik getting the first and the second. It might not be flawless to
There's
start,
no way.
but
There's
it's
no
pretty damn good in the second. And Sadik's laughing his
What
ass
is
off.
that?
He's something
There's
to be very
no way,
happy,
bro.
something to celebrate at the end of the round. Again, he is the last one.
Look at that. Something happened. Something happened.
Yes.
This is the replay of the next round, my
Reset.
friends.
No, I'm kidding. It's okay.
It was
Don't
Aiko
worry,
for
don't
FUT. Martin with a nice 3k. Oh my god, look at
Two
that.
barrels, 3
Stars
kills.
align. Sadak got 2 more, bro. He's on fire
Really
today.
like how patient and how much space KC were given.
Hopefully,
And we
it's
are
gonna be the
back
end of our
after
troubles.
another tech
Perhaps not the end of
pause,
FUT's
bro.
troubles.
This is
They're
classic
one round on the
EMEA.
board out of
It's
4 points.
unbelievable, my friends. Actually unbelievable. But the good thing is
With KC playing a bonus,
that I
but
could
a
work in some
powerful
stuff that I
one
need
as
to
well.
do.
Martin's been-
I got good news for you guys today. You know in the next video. In the next video, you know.
Right away, and he's going to be clearing a lot of space down here on B. Already found that vice wall. As
Now
well,
let's
so
focus
some
here, man.
danger
Sadak with
already
Reckoning.
well aware of.
At a captain.
Play by
Goes into the
Jetij.
divide.
Very much expected. Martin still shredding on the outlaw.
I think I would too. That's big.
The reckoning now for a post plant.
If Fuller's here, they're broke.
This retake utility.
Armageddon?
The setup.
Did you guys saw Governor?
Be sublime.
I'm sorry, please, sorry. Let's forget about that one. I just can't, bro.
Perfect and exactly. They're going to use it early.
K-Crush used by Zeus. He's back on the site. Evaded that early danger. Mr. Fallen picks up one decoy and flash.
Good flash.
And Martin gets his reward. Low HP on Mr. Fallen, but he's getting some of it back.
That was good. That was
quickly
pretty.
dispatches him, and Cracks doesn't last much longer. It's all down to Ada Captain, and the spike already being diffused. He's
Oh,
going
they
to
got
pop
her.
the stun, and it's beautiful. Denying with the shot just in time, and that'll pull it back to a 1v1. So
No bullets, no.
desperately close
Defuse
to taking
it.
across the line, but the defuse under his nose.
Bro, he took too long to defuse. He took too long to defuse. He couldn't get that. No?
Captain, no trouble for FUT.
Oh my god, Barara Captain, what a legend, my friend.
Stop that from happening to have a very good retake. We also saw a FUT already battling against what happened.
Yo,
happening on
but my
at the
team?
beginning of
This
the
thing is
round.
lucky, bro.
What a beautiful play.
And against Zeus, you gotta be.
I think just
One
normally
victory,
in those
one
cases, you wanna have
victory.
The grab well. The stun not particularly useful in many occasions, but just expecting them to be stood, bolstering.
Down through A long, blitzing their way into the site, and because they had set up for this mid take, KC are all close by, but mostly locked out from one angle inside of Art.
They have the stall. The FUT have decided to go for something far more direct based off having a few weaker weapons. They're being slaughtered though, not able to get past that cross whatsoever, and it is all too easy.
They're not going to trip the wire instead. Going to allow this deeper rotation from Martin, whether he pops the ult first or not.
Man, the
I suppose
expectations
remains
for
to be
KC
seen.
is so high, man.
He gets contact, possibility to fall back.
The talent on this roster is
Coming in on the
insane.
side, gets the TP in.
But FUT, man, look at this guy.
Double open.
Yeah, great thing, chill, man.
Now,
Great thing.
Whatever flank you like, KC. The site is there for FUT. The plant secured.
Okay. 3 ults for KC still. Do they invest here? Armageddon for Mr. Fouling. Mr. will be back soon.
Incredibly deep control.
They gotta save this, right?
Ham to play off as well, so any surprise factor will be gone within a second. And the second he turns around, a really nice little setup for getting
Yeah.
just get an easy pick. For
Yeah, they are
round
rich,
two.
actually.
They have unlimited credits. They are literally
Yeah,
the peak. So the idea is to, well, not even get the ults online. It's just about doing damage. Ireland have always been able to bring as a combo those explosive plays, and that's what worked for them in the last round. This far,
That was second, that was second.
miserably. The rest of the team not even able to capitalize. To get to coming out.
Even
with two,
gods can
but
wave, bro.
Energy and Mr. Farland have evened things up.
They make us humans feel better,
That's
no?
going to keep Elite guessing whether he's already made it through. Prowler is sent in to confirm that information. And
I'm
Martin
joking, bro, I never
realizes
wave.
The ult isn't needed. They've already read.
I'm sure you don't too, bro. It's how
trips the wall as well,
fault of your teammates. I know that, bro. It's never your fault. And if it is,
but they have made it here.
you can blame anyone you want, bro.
Foot a little late, bringing this spike to sight. And if it's a 1-by-1 fight, Elite may have a real chance to just end this round here and now, but the ult is sent in, and he's sent out of elbow, out of the round. Still one watching from up above. And what do they have to deal with it? Can't put a smoke in, instead just having to swing in, but look at Liabez was tight in the corner, not able to pick them until the plant is already down. A 2 versus 2 as a result. And Martin putting the dimensional drift into play to try to find these last players.
They are here, bro. They are here, bro.
They have the info on where the majority are for one side, and he's trying to garner it for his squad. 2 versus 2.
Oh, the right position on the Cypher.
Spotted, but it seems like both players are going to end up
Okay,
losing
that's
their
good. That's good.
FUT climbing back into this attack side, and well, they've made a dent, but KC will still be able to buy comfortably.
Do you guys like the FUT with this kind of green color? I rather the black and red or white and red. Maybe all red would be nice too because they're Turkish.
Given him the confidence
With some white parts, that would be beautiful.
Making sure they're playing backside is just not an option this past 2 rounds.
It's not ugly. It's a nice jersey. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice jersey.
Side out of captain. He's just a few pixels away from being picked up
Ay,
by
ay,
Martin,
ay.
but it's Zeus
Look
to give
at
away the
him,
opening
bro.
duel. Sadak
Look at him.
clean in that
Sadak.
shot. Martin gets an opportunity of his own. Doesn't land it this time. But he's sticking around.
When there was ice
That
box
gate crash.
that
Even
he
faked
almost
the case
running.
with his teammates
Incredible
maybe
clutch,
here
man. And then when
make that call
he came into the
force Sadak
1v1,
captain forward, but
he kind of threw a little
fall
bit.
for the bait, at least not for
Going
now.
for the flash play.
No, it's the rotate back.
But I respect that, bro. I respect that.
40 seconds. They haven't been clearing out.
People
any
don't
of
talk
this
much, but
utility
Sadak,
from Elite,
he
even if he has
always
been having
had
rough
good
games
mechanics, you know, like
every
he's good,
time
bro.
they
He's good. He
use
can
this, like,
shot.
with thorns, which do damage and delay you severely in terms of that time.
He is not a bagre.
5
You know what I
seconds to
mean?
make their move. There's now 3 players on this side. They also have the stun, potentially even the grab one. They're going to try and swing off the back of it. Elite does well. Sugetsu in tandem, and that clock is now ticking very fast against FUT, but they find the openers.
Okay, reckoning for Sadak.
Incredibly quick.
Time.
They're going to get the spike back. Reckoning already in. It'll reveal them and stun them up. Somehow YtterJ survives the shot from the operator, so desperately low, but he'll come out with 4. I don't know how they've
Bro,
won that
FUT
round.
is back in the game, my friends. Back in the game.
Unbelievable display from YtterJ. Yeah, they're down to the last couple of seconds.
YtterJ was having a quiet game.
One of them has to plant, and YtterJ even steps behind the wall for a moment. You think that's the opportunity. If not,
But now he's on fire, bro.
Got hit by an op.
He got hit by it as well?
He got hit by an op.
I gotta remember
Yeah,
to
but
show
it's
the
the fact that he didn't
stats
die.
for you guys, man.
He
I
felt
forget.
invincible.
Now they are not showing.
For him, it was absolutely.
So we gotta do it more.
He was almost stunned also when he peeks for the last one, and of course.
I didn't even realize that
God,
shot
this shit is
hit him.
impressive. Okay, what a boss, bro.
Wait. You thought Martin missed?
That's a good point.
Doesn't happen a
I'm
lot.
sorry, Martine. Please don't watch the VOD back.
He will.
That was Tom speaking. This is Tom. I'm Tom. Be mad,
Right.
be mad with Tom.
I'm Mitch.
It's weird, Tom. Your
And the
voice
triple
sounds a
cast is
little
becoming meta right now,
lower
right?
than from where it's coming from.
Wow. Well, there was absolutely no need for that at the record show.
Do you guys like it?
Violation was unprompted. KC, 6 rounds. Let's see if the FUT can equalize by the time they close this one out. The half has one more round to play with Aves tagged up already. The defenders of the B site could be in trouble. The Arsenal being brought over to Elite, and the weapons out of the hands of FUT.
am I
They're
hearing?
not able to stand a chance in that first fight. You've still got the wall to break on through. That's going to isolate
Come on,
one of
still
these
7-5
players,
for KC here
leaving
is so
out a
good.
captain on his own.
Still, we've already seen.
Oh
massive
my
rounds.
god, I jinx it, I jinx it.
Third, as he swings back around, leaving Sugetsu
What a captain, what a legend.
to back 4
Legend.
side of FUT. And well, it's been clutches that have got them close in this half.
Bro,
but
that
they
was
go
crazy.
even.
4 out of the 5
Two
last
back-to-back
rounds,
4Ks,
especially
man.
With how this map started, FUT is definitely showing that they have the resilience and they have the individuals to be popping off in this moment.
Unbelievable. Ada Captain was thrown to the wolves there, but he came back leading the pack. Phenomenal. That's going to get the spirits
Oh, yeah,
of the
yeah,
FUT
that was
fans
nice, too.
high. And let's
Beautiful,
actually
bro.
check in with
Beautiful.
our co-streamer Ray.
They're both going to look to sit towards that backside position. There you go. That's that additional delay. 35 seconds left on the clock. A rotation already coming in from Zeus to join them. But
Mr. Fallen,
wants
Mr.
to try and
Fallen.
hear himself.
Ay, ay, ay.
Expecting him within the smoke. It's the surprise factor of the leader.
Stop blowing my mind, Mr. Fallen. You are insane, my friend. Holy shit.
Oh, I question what
Oh,
case.
what a recovery.
Well, they think the round's gone.
And keep in mind, this is
They have
FUT
a
map
spike to
pick.
retrieve in 10 seconds, Mitch.
4 players to run past, and one of them is Mr.
That's
Fallen.
beautiful,
He's got
brother.
his
That's
own
beautiful.
4K up on the board.
That's 3 in a row.
Yes.
Got jealous of Ada
Yeah,
Captain
that's
in the
3
previous
4Ks in
round.
a row,
The
man.
best
That's
part is,
crazy.
a humble guy that he is, he's probably going to say, that was all Ada Captain. Great smoke.
Yeah, from 3 different players, so the 3
Yeah,
4
YtterJ.
back to back to back.
Then out of captain.
Yeah.
I love that girl hair, man.
That's
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. And we were speaking about the harbor, right? And we saw that wall, that height being used from Sadak, and that was the trigger to send in the salvos, and also for him
Look
to
at
also
him,
just
man.
put himself in a situation. You're mentioning the smoke. From
What a
Sadak.
voice, bro. What a
He has
voice.
the balls to just go. This is the play. This is
What did he
exactly
say?
how I can get the most out of this.
Imagine if that guy punches you, bro. You're dead.
probably a judge, but
Based.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look at him. Look at him.
Mr. Fallen with one.
Bro, if FUT wins this round, I think they're gonna take the game.
Oh, this is going to be sent through. That's going to force them.
Ay, ay, ay.
Bucky! Mr. Fallen! He's not even taking the weapons on the ground. He knows what he wants. And it's another
you dare.
Bucky kill. Decoy sent through.
Ay.
Flash from Mr. Fallen. He's got it.
Stop blowing my mind, Mr. Fallen. Legend. GG. This is GG, bro. This is GG. After this one, guys have 5th place.
Thomas, I thought that you were
we
aware
got
of
to
this.
change it to play of the year or something.
my
Weak doesn't cut it.
Oh my god. I love Bucky. I love the Bucky. Don't remove from the game. Keep it up. Buffett.
He took the decoy and the player out in one.
Oh my
He's
god, dude.
definitely not the best echo in the league.
Ace with a Bucky then.
They have remembered that they are Turkish. Yinsu had that question. You guys can shoot. They definitely can.
Supposed to get an ace.
Yeah.
Mr. Fallen has to up him with an ace from a Bucky. Martin, well, he was going to try and bring something back. 4K maybe? Add a captain, try and add another to the tally. He's under serious pressure, going to run out of bullets. That doesn't help. Krax is there to try and react, but they got to be careful. Maybe getting a little bit overzealous in this round. A little over.
I was still at it in the last clip, bro. That was insane. But yo, if KC wins this run here, they can break their momentum, man. I think that's the only way they can win this game. Okay.
Just on the Sheriff. But honestly, post plant here, great.
Well, that's very good for those, bro. I would never hit the shot.
With an Avaz with low HP, he wants a bit more, and that was deathly close, grazing the players, but not quite dealing the damage he needed to. They'll fall back though, and like I said, a hunt as well online for Avaz to play behind smokes. Well, there are none either. FUT have to just step out in the open, and both Razorvines on the spike. It's going to be time delay, bleeding that clock dry before they'll have a chance.
He could seize them both behind the pillar, put them low, but it's just down to time. No, he's going to check close. Was a little bit nervous about that position. Spike tapped, Horn utilized. Nice shot from Elite.
They're going to win this, bro. They're going to win this.
An important round to take. It would have been the mental completely obliterated, but an immediate response.
KC's on the game, bro. They're not done yet. I want to see overtime.
KC, yes, we've hit all the sponsors, but very important for them.
The transitions, yo, the guys who are doing this transition and the girls too.
Going insane. It is very easy to lose your mental and to think, what the hell was that? It is so good to see that the response from that is being very fast, even though they have that weaker weaponry, to see if FUT are still celebrating in their heads.
If it was Mr.
Okay, let's see.
As KC make their way towards the B side, already blitzing through the double doors, and the B side under threat. Rotations from FUT will come in, perhaps a little bit too late. This is a pacey take that KC are going for. The pressure then applied onto Zeus, a flash around the back, and a spam from twltch. That's done quite a bit of damage, and they're just waiting for that wall to fall. Zeus gets ahead of it. That cracks.
He likes your headshot, people, bro.
Zeus wants to.
That was nice. That was nice.
Swing in.
Love everything.
Martin on 5 HP,
3v3.
but it's enough.
To get to Cosmic Divide.
I was going to say it will hold them back, but it's more so just twltch dancing.
I would love to see Tui playing Harbor again.
To divide them from their opponents, but it's FUT. You know that there's going to be a temptation to play through this. The problem is they can't hear the spike being planted. They'll get the information from the top of the screen. But they still have an awful lot to do. Luckily this time, Anna Captain is still alive.
Very easy to play for this post fan. twltch had also used his camera to get some information onto site. The 3v3 in all the positions are favoring KC for this post plant.
There's nothing left to block vision once the smoke goes down. Mr. Fallen's got one through it. That's a good start off the spike as it's already gotten to half. They want to force the fights, and out of Captain.
Oh, KC's in trouble. KC's in big trouble. Big trouble. They are broken now, my friends.
Closing that one out. FUT push up to double digits.
Sure they did. Or I can hear it being juggled. Okay, they did. That means it can't be retrieved. And already spotting.
Oh my God, he has ult again.
Push through.
Yeah.
I'd be so scared if I was KC. I see Mr.
Nah, but I don't think he want to invest here in this round. Plus, they have to.
A player advantage. Sure,
maybe he should. Maybe he should.
And Martin's found an ultimate of his own. That'll be information.
Shoot me.
Trying to get his teammates.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Only Zeus left. 1v3 situation. Elite has Zeus.
Still going, and the only man left is Zeus.
1 against 3. A lot of clutches for
But this guy is special.
A lot of big plays. His teammates have led the
charge.
charge.
Holding the mouse, he's clicking here like I'm playing. What?
This one looks so difficult. Even getting rid of some of that utility. Look at what's waiting on long. 2 players stacked up.
I could hear the crowd before, bro. I knew he was dead. Yo, production.
Start in that first half, but heating up just in time. The gap back to 2.
Another thrifty, bro. Big one, big one.
Coming back into it. In a round I didn't expect to see much from them.
Yeah, absolutely. The purchase was not the best for them. We were seeing some sheriffs, some stingers, and we were also seeing, getting rid of the gun, making sure that they were not going to be able to play with it. In the meantime, Mr. Fallen did get that kill.
Position that he chose.
But as I was saying,
but that's unlucky actually.
Trying to bait
and hit that with
ultimate,
ult, bro.
So they could work against it. It wasn't even needed after getting the kill on the Turkish IGL. And of course, with all this noise, they need to do something.
Yeah, they've made the right read.
Bro, my bedroom is being closed for too long. I need to let some air get in here.
No, not taking anything away. I'm really that's the spike. Logic there. Spike goes deep and gets.
Oh my God! It's another thrifty.
This is messy from KC, a team that's looked controlled so far. But now they're being controlled. The ultimate of Mr. Fallen sends them back, runs this clock down. 14 seconds.
This is insane.
Spike
This is
behind
insane.
enemy lines, and a Cosmic Divide blocking them off. There is no way in. That Bucky's gone. Easy round. But, well, it didn't prove to be.
He at least can't ace us with a shorty.
Well, that's what you think. You might regret that. Sadak, this time he gets better
go
inside the cove.
Go to. You have the
Inside
spike.
and
What do
not
you...
outside. That's the key piece
Nice.
of information. Dive back from Martin. Spike down. Okay, but
Hold the weapon, hold the weapon. Only at J left, bro. What a game here.
Well, KC.
It's not even overtime, man. The field is already close to 20 minutes, man.
More resistance.
That's insane.
I mean, if you're playing against KC, it's something that you need to be prepared for, right?
Yeah.
And only KC.
Immediately used, actually more so towards the spawn, but that does mean it's given a lot of a gap over to Zeus. This is not a player you can let go and miss, but I think they've utilized it just to try and clear some of those mid positions that they've had problems with, already getting full information on where this guy is, but he still manages to take down Sadak.
It's at least one. The numbers on site, though, still going to allow a plant. They tap it to bait the fights, and the trades are at least found. KC doing well. The spike finally finds its way to the floor. The spams through the smokes in return. Not going to land anything. Sugetsu does well to provide that bit of cover. But the spot that they've planted in, it's not going to allow them to fall back to long. That's why Sugetsu's keeping that control later on towards the laneway. He'll have a crossfire here with Martin. Once they step their way out, and it's looking clean. Ada Captain finds one, knows Martin is close, but can't deal with him. And now escaping back with the gate crash. Ult online, and a gate crash sent back into the elbow. That can be used just to cause a headache for Yedege, who even now is clearing out those angles.
Oh my god, Martin, that was beautiful, bro. Beautiful, beautiful.
And with a three-piece,
that looks like a very small keyboard, no?
Just one round.
Yeah, double digits for them. And Martin also one of the players that
so tiny.
We were speaking about him being in this Euro jail. I mean, I would say most, if not all, of the matches that he's played with this agent, and him being able to find a couple of kills here and also being able to retrieve play from
shooting everybody, bro. Shooting everybody.
Speaking about the layer and also of utility after that spike.
Pauses for some sort of set play, because
that's again 11 to 11, my friends. Beautiful, beautiful, epic game.
Building up outside A.
Zeus one away from the dimensional drift there.
For the orb once again.
Sugetsu, Cosmic Divide.
At dimensional drift.
Ada Captain one away too.
The pre-round gate crash had been put into play, so that was going to be a piece.
This is one of the longest maps ever without overtime, bro.
For KC, no control over A long, B long secured, even the laneway being watched by this camera. So the side of FUT have quite a bit of map control to work with, albeit they don't know about B long necessarily, but that'll be spotted by Zeus in a moment.
Also, I did increase double, actually, the bitrate rate in the videos.
Putting the hover utility.
Do you guys notice any difference? Let me know, bro. Let me know. Because if you don't notice any difference, then I can go back to 6 and upload it faster, you know? But if you don't notice this video and you want me to keep it up, let me know.
An awful lot of ground. Now think about the KC post plants. A lot of it has revolved around sitting back passive in these positions. It gives up that control though and looks to try and support Yedege.
It's a problem that both players are going to have to fight from off-site. And indeed, that resistance seen KC wrap all the way around, but FUT have realized.
Okay, they're gonna get the side. Time is low.
Back into the A side, Mr. Fallen.
No misses for Mr. Fallen.
In fact, he's already past that Cosmic Divide, destroying some of the utility, giving away his position. Ada Captain close as well. Now 4 players with a quick rotation.
Look at that. But you can get flash here. Okay, it's a good position.
Information found earlier, but they could definitely use it now. The decoy will be the one to try to claim it. Mr. Fallen, good only for a trade. And look at the position. Oh, Ada Captain. The position of Aves, though. This was what drew my eye, but Krax has caught him around the edge of the smoke.
Can he do it?
Put up KC.
Bro, no way. No way. He's in trouble.
Locked out by a Cosmic Divide.
No chance, bro. No chance. No chance.
He's got a star on, so he's got to peek his head through.
I love that the captain actually invested the Cosmic Divide in round 1v3, bro. This is respect, man. This is respect. This is being smart, actually. Well done, bro. Well done. That was a good shot, man. Okay.
The first move
that's good to trade there. That's crazy.
The moment where Ada is like, no, I don't don't have a clean slate. He goes back and wait until everybody's ready to make this kind of plays. Also, the position that Ada Captain had to be making those kills, to put all that pressure at once, was so favorable.
Looks like nice
And
K-caps.
when we're speaking about the overtimes, if FUT had not won that round, of course, the economy would have not been the best for this one. So this is the only way that we
Ada
could have had
Captain, what a game, my friend. Oh my god.
Ultimates once again are close. Martine's dimensional drift has garnered them so much space throughout these rounds. That's where I'd expect the orb to go, but Aves being able to get...
And man, today we also got Heretics versus Navi in two
fight for the second. They won't be
VCT Americas games. I think one of them is G2 versus Cloud9. The other, I gotta check it out, I don't remember.
So that's definitely been number one.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen the Pearl from FUT going back to week 1.
It's MIBR versus FUT, bro.
Just the previous week, dominating mates 13-2, but
Not gonna lie, it's a dangerous game for MIBR.
up against FUT this time. 1 round to bring them to overtime,
But they should win.
or to bring FUT. KC's map choice.
If FUT wins that shit,
Martine.
Brazilian fans will hate them forever.
Baker up close, good spray. Catches out a captain, the hero of the previous round, and tucks himself in close, but it's suspected. Zeus receives a shot through the wall. His head barely hanging on. Asadik is down to 6 HP, and Mr. Fallen on 30. Everybody's tagged. It's going to be a narrow margin by which we decide if this is OT or map 2, and with Zeus falling, it's looking more and more likely that we haven't seen the end of Pearl yet.
It's on you to win the round, man.
Making his way through Art, but they're ready and waiting for it. 20 seconds. The plant needs to be secured, and that means a cross for Sadik. But he's
Together, that's how I do. Oh, yeah, man. This game deserves overtime. Let's be real. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go, my friends. 5v4 already. Zeus is low HP. Sadak on fire, on fire. Bro, he won the round for KC, okay.
Life, Mr. Fallen barely
In the beginning of the round, that span.
Space. If they go down here, it's done and dusted, especially with Razorvine.
He won player.
Tiger
Zeus pretty low.
Zeus won't be able to make it onto Yedije to help him out, secure that back site, and with 15 seconds left, KC know what's going on. They've seen the cam. They know the contact is coming this way. 10 seconds left, and that's it.
Clean. Bro, remember, this is FUT map pick.
Planted with 5 players. He'd need a god tier spread.
Can they close it out though? Or are we going again?
13-12, KC with map point.
Maybe a little bit of an overcook. We saw the first kill, right? Sadak taking down Cracks. Maybe not having that initiator utility change their plans for what they wanted to do on that. Yeah. Change their plans completely onto how to take the sites and how to approach this space. Maybe too many cooks in that kitchen, because
I think it was just a giga misread.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they thought the fake they'd sold had moved everybody off of the site. They had absolutely no idea
They got
that
fast.
Sugetsu was still in the pit.
would you consider that a fake?
Well, they threw in.
I believe things don't get much practice against Cyberman.
That side. So I think it was an attempt.
It's nice to play
Not a very good one.
unorthodox agents like this.
Very good one.
I think give things
I
edge
didn't consider when the
actually.
spike is moving towards that side, you know?
There was a team, man. Channel's their name. Maybe you're not familiar with Cal. Now Envy. The way they play is so different than anyone else, man. It's like Paper X by 2.0.
Either way,
The way they play, bro, it's unique.
Come to fruition.
You can tell the things that play against them,
You see it a lot in the
they
defense.
feel
This
lost,
is what
bro.
they hold on to passive and then push back into.
And these guys, they thrive in
Surprise over
chaos,
attack,
man.
They still focus around that part of the map.
And they're incredible aimers,
splitting
so
back
that
out
helps
towards
a
sides.
lot.
And we've seen the fakes too, often moving up, breaking any utility that would be protecting that B push. I'm a little nervous to see Sadik this far up on his own with the spike. Especially with a man like Yedije on the other side, there's a good chance he swings through that smoke, and even now with backup, Martine could have his work cut out.
Yeah, Yedije.
Yedije does
Time to shine, time to shine. Or is it
This is really stressing me out.
that was the
Nice
call.
decoy usage though. As
Zeus.
Sonic finds the pick.
The
It's
god.
only going to be Zeus. Typically he's TP'd back. He's played.
If you lose, it's because you're not playing Jet.
But this time he sticks around and notices that they've left B. That gets Mr. Fallen going back to the A side. And a captain with the double.
He's on fire, he's on fire.
Sugetsu in position. 12 seconds
Oh,
left.
he's looking like Shantarish
Get rid
today.
of this man before they can do too much more, and that's exactly what Martin will do. But now Mr. Fallen in position as well, battling versus Sugetsu. It's Zeus still on that long rotation, trying to sell the steps with the fake out, trying to give the idea that maybe he's gone a different way. But look how passively the attack has moved. Look
Okay.
how far back they are sitting. Sugetsu has been spotted, but a move here is not going to be...
The crowd gives away. GG, my friends. Epic game. KC. Eyes on them, bro.
That were thrown in from FUT, but they weathered the storm.
Yeah, there was some small mistakes, but it does not matter. This was FUT's map pick. Broken maybe a little bit too fast by Aves. We also saw Sadak getting that orb early in the round, building towards
Interesting to see. Harbor once again. Whaley for Zeus, my friends. How about that, though?
30 seconds left. Cracks in the Edge. 20 seconds
Lucky.
left, so they are going to be making their move into this side of the map. Sadak wins his battle and Cracks so desperately low with the remaining
Bro, they
players.
got destroyed. It was a
spot. I was going to say...
Yeah, it was a favorite
this
for
one, but
KC, I
Mr. will
believe.
try. Had a captain. Always been very good with the classic, but...
Nah, this... Too much, bro. Too
Maybe
much.
if it was the KC classic.
That is shooter as well, but still.
They got a lot of 4Ks, but this would have to be a
Aye, aye,
pretty big
aye, aye,
mistake. Don't think there's going to be one made already.
Oh, if you right click
First
there.
kill does go his way, but getting back out of this.
Yeah, but they have a full HP. Big piece for KC.
Like one away.
I think that is good using
Reckoning.
the Yarwood.
TP, the Cascade,
Is our
and the
kill.
Vision of
And
Drift is on
Sentinels too,
way.
man. Sentinels too. With Zakan.
Tended to be that A side.
But what the RQ did against the one, bro, was one of the most impressive things I ever saw in my life.
And Martin! He's got a little more, but Zeus is holding tight
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
to equal footing. Cracks and out of captain. They can even play this one together if they want. This looked like a lost round from the get-go. A huge play coming in from Martin, but now
Okay.
FUT standing
Smoke for
chance of picking
Sugetsu.
pieces back up. I believe that door is still shut.
Captain
if
has
you play
everything.
Position in the process of breaking it. Paranoia though opens the
Aye,
door for Cracks.
aye.
He's seen one, doesn't know.
Ah, he
He's seen
got
the
baited
one.
there,
But
bro.
Sugetsu caught him
That's
as well.
unlucky.
They're both sat within a similar position. This is not going to be an easy spot to clear. Maybe not even one expected, and just slightly lower in that high-low. Martin is going to be the one to take home the round, but
It was an amazing round, bro.
good try from Zeus. Like, he was in no man's land fighting the entirety of the squad. And you have to think back, sorry, Koi fans, to that comeback, that crazy...
Yo, Martin today, man. He's on fire, bro. But look at that. Ay, ay, ay. I love this
It
kid.
was because of Zeus.
Absolutely. We'll have to go back to check the numbers, especially after this.
I see what you did there. Very good.
Thanks.
Very good, Tom. Top
Thank you,
mark.
son.
No problem, Dad. Well, a push towards the A site, and it seems like free space with the Reckoning. Plant will be secured. Gedege waiting around the door. So often you'll see those rotations back to the B site, but that's not the case this time. Deep smoke as well. A one-way for Martin to play around the jump through. Dangerous, and Zeus is punished immediately. He goes back for more! And through the smoke, he's dropped Mr. Fallen! I don't know how Sugetsu saw Cracks, but this round...
Man, I ain't impressed with KC, my friends. I ain't impressed with KC.
KC colors. Guys is on his feet.
Standing up. I absolutely
Whoa!
will, guys, because he's so expressive. Jesus.
Bro, he's
I
going.
don't think I've seen this man.
Oh, he's gonna have a heart attack, a heart attack. Be careful, my friend, be careful.
He's hitting as hard as he sits.
Return towards the B side, which is...
We saw some crazy drifts today, man. So, keep that in mind.
They do still have a cam within the site, but it's not going to be an easy retake with the weaponry that they currently have.
But it's a 5v4.
Far from it.
Zeus has ult. Oh, he's investing, he's investing.
Zeus, I didn't expect to see it here saturate even, but the rifles are down below. Martin, it's not quite an opening duel, but he's been flawless in those so far. 4-0.
He's out of there, bro.
2 more to take.
Ay, ay, ay. The guy has isolated.
Gedege, he's sneaking his way around the door. Great reposition. He was spotted.
Okay, he got it.
Gedege's the one to land the shot. Martin comes out of ult, pops in. Best ult in the game, of
Martin's
course.
lucky today, bro. But can he clutch?
He manages to grab the plant. Coming out of the ultimate, no more utility to fall back on. Martin's going to have to do this. Just a man and his rifle.
He's out the steps. He must have
He
been
did.
close enough. He's going to go.
they're not playing together.
The kill on together, Jay. Maybe a little bit worried that there's still a second player around this position, but instead, he's going to go all the way around. Might get a little bit nervous, but he's just going to play the game. Realizes, okay,
You gotta consider, no?
my opponent could have been sticking this. I have to go for the run. I have to sprint into this one. Flash, dodge, can't quite land the shot. Mr. Fallen We'll have enough time to get that defusal over the line. It's a second for
That was
FUT,
so
but it
cool.
is
That was so cool.
desperately-
Another thrifty, bro. Telling you, today's a crazy day.
2 seconds, we were seeing Martin actually getting ready to dodge
Man,
that flash. Not
Props
very
to Zeus
sure.
too to invest the ult. They really
So
believe.
Mr. Fallen already just peeking up with his flash out.
Don't forget, it was a pay save card thrifty as
Oh,
well.
it was a page
Oh, page card thrifty.
Why are you so keen to get other
Got
people
in
to do your job?
Got in there.
We gave you a role coming into today. Gotta do what it says in your
Sorry,
contract.
I'll stay in my lane.
Now I gotta say that Martin, like I said, 4-0 in opening duels, 12-4 on the servers, and that's now 2 kills in a row for him up against good old Martin. Site take attempted, but the Rolling Thunder back in response. Great delay. Sees, lands. They know there's a player trapped up close. Paranoia catches one, but that's not the
Level pick.
player.
Well
They
play.
gotta deal with Aves, and they do. That's the spot on
Strikes
the
has ult.
floor. And Sadik and Elite in a 2v4, spread out, surrounded, and not even
Low
close
money
to
for
the
these 2 players from KC.
Still moments of diciness. Sadak.
Okay,
trying to
okay,
take
he
this
knows
round into
what's
his own
up.
hand.
Oh, I
The
love
problem, though, is where the spike is.
Does he know?
I think he's just going to go
He knows
back
everything.
around instead,
Really?
realizing that the picks,
I think he has
Far more
8
important.
bullets.
in this case, especially when he's so low, the element of surprise.
I got it, Jay. He's dead, he's
so
dead. I already know,
aware
I
of
already
this
know. They can't
position.
give it away.
Good
Yo,
read
guys,
from the
production
More
on. This is
importantly,
spawning too
another round
much.
of the ball. They don't know if they're running into a stack of players because they've been delayed. It would be foolish to try and play through a site with no sound. Zeus about to lose his weapon, but that ult takes a long, long time to activate. That's enough for him to get 2 kills off the back and up close and personal.
This shot is too strong. It's too strong.
Kings of the shotgun.
Fight at the beginning of the round at all.
They just left.
Man, Harbor brings so much chaos into the games,
Aldo
man.
with the reckoning. They know that they can force Yedajay out of position without too much trouble. Now, they've always wanted to fight forward, and this time they're a little bit more aggressive with it. Even still, though, Aves
Okay, Matista has ult as well. Zeus with ult.
still be even on this retake with Zeus ultimate online. This is not going to be easy.
Martin's caught stepping forward. A player down now for KC.
Elite!
And Elite with a double. They're right back in it. The walk through the smoke.
Bro, this
gets
game is so
nothing.
good, man. So
And
good.
Mr. Fallen, he's all alone. We've seen him win clutches. Oh, that was desperately close. A headshot, but the wall got in the way.
5-5.
KC right back into winning ways.
Gives us sight in post plants. We can be a little bit cheeky with our plays. And why? I think you're pointing to it now.
Whoa.
They've got the dimensional drift. Again.
There was a guy
I
there,
don't even
bro.
think Zeus knew where he was.
No,
He was like,
he's like, put a box here.
I can do this?
Wow. Wow. Luckily, it's a trade out.
No Sadak to get in this time, though.
Yeah, you're missing that utility. Martin's going to bridge the gap already, seizing so much space out of Captain, though, picking off Zagetsu. A couple taps through the
doesn't know.
wall. He's landed lots of damage, but a few shots fired back at him will send them away from the C site. 3 players have been rotated in. Yedajay in the spawn. There's nobody. In fact, if they go to the A site, there's no one anywhere close by. For B, there's no one to deny the plant. It could be found. Just moments from now, it will be. They're tapping.
It was a mess here,
tapping
bro.
draw,
I
finding
don't know how we
the
work with
rotation through the door,
no place
perhaps,
like
with
this.
Elite
You guys can say, but
set behind, but no, they go back into
it
the
was not looking good, bro.
An Elite.
Today was a crazy day, man.
He was up close on the boxes.
I thought
His
I was
teammates
going
now
to
leaving.
rest.
He's vulnerable
No, I
to
just
2
ripped it.
angles. It's not
Until
an
I
easy position to play
couldn't anymore.
from, and they need to win this fight.
But my
against
old
Yedajay
guy,
in the
so
spawn.
I had to wake up to
They
go
do
to the
not.
bathroom.
The first pick, but
I drink a lot of water, actually. Maybe
just a
that's
flash
why.
that isn't there.
I think
All of us.
so it was about to come through. Aves, looking
Aves,
to fight him with
Aves,
the gun.
Aves.
Even goes back for a little bit more.
I was zapping you.
Maybe having the expectation that somebody was down below on the plant, a little bit nervous that things could run away from him.
Who,
Instead,
Fade?
though, it is
Was that?
fun to climb back in, and I really like their.
Oh, they got the VCT EMEA on the monitor. The logo.
Initial usage of the dimensional drift mentioned it when they were giving
That
up
was
the
the bro.
retake. They got owned, so
Stepping
they don't give it up.
head,
They
man.
fight for it
That's
before their
respect,
opponents can even
actually.
take it.
That should do damage, bro, by the way, right? Come on.
It literally goes against what Casey has been doing at the
That was-
beginning
yeah, it was
of
his own
almost
flash.
every single round.
Nice.
Breach is living it. I don't.
Round left to play for KC. On the attack and sending it in quickly. Aves already using his ultimate to clear out that right side. And they'll grab themselves a plant nice and easy off the back of it, but it will be returned. FUT sending theirs through. It's already being used as the Prowlers track down these players, but the plant's secured, and they're looking for control up in heaven. They've got it too, but then using it as an extra angle to fight from the Cove, blocking off some of the players. In fact, FUT are able to flood back in, isolating duels, and it's Zeus.
Man, that kid is too
taking
clean.
them all. Martin, he's locked out.
It's done.
There's nothing he can do about this unless they
4K for Zeus.
And Zeus.
And KC money? Actually, it doesn't matter. It was the last round of the half.
4K to close out the half with a 2-round lead.
Impressive stuff from Zeus. A couple of big rounds.
Man, that mouse better from Zoe.
That's where he had that real
I think it's the
prowess
most
last
beautiful
time
one.
out.
That one in there.
We'll see
Full
if
red
he's still
from
going to be able to do it
Artisan.
when they switch to the attack after the break.
I like red, bro. What can I say?
To slow things down. In fact, they put the wall there as well. It is basically just Sadak playing around the full setup.
Oh!
Oh,
the refract.
bro, but I think he should try to go for the kill a little bit more, no?
Down on the floor, the wraparound coming in. Sadic's not long for this world with Mr. Fallen roaming around the backside.
That was a good actually. That was good.
Map that they're hungry to see. It would be Ascent.
Okay.
For KC,
They gave it the
they may be able
points
to
for
climb back
Zeus.
into this, but surely not in the pistol. You mentioned Elite has had a slower start, and indeed, in
That was
both
loud
of
as
these
fuck
maps,
that
the
it
first
changed
half was
headset.
not being kind to him, but the start of the second doesn't look to
Big
be
pistol,
any
big
gem.
pistol.
Absolutely. Now we see Mr. Fallen just with the ghost, but it doesn't matter. He has a lot of utility to set everyone up.
Okay, KC, if you lose this round,
Looks like
GG.
KC
Then
now,
we're going to
even though we're
Ascent,
not very
the
interested.
Turkish home ground.
Ruins and rubble.
But also,
When
it's
they
a
were
map
on the
that
attack from
Sadak
defense,
likes
it's a
it.
different story.
How did you should be good on Ascent?
So they
He even
showed
cooked
the
the
flash
composition
on one side of the
with
map.
Phoenix one
Tells the
time.
idea that there's 3 players there. You've seen
We worked it the
smoke
first
go
time,
down.
and the next one they got destroyed by Jay.
Harbour util. And well, they've now seen Elite as well. Zeus has been on an absolute tear, even going into this attack side. I was going to say that allowed Martin to quickly get into position, but he was not ready to help out his teammate. And, well, Abbas wasn't ready there either. Luckily, the IGL of Sadak
Reckoning?
has
Ay, ay, ay! Sadak!
nasty spam, which will get him the Reckoning.
Having a good
That's
game,
all
my
the
friends. Good
information they
game.
need.
Yeah, they know exactly where both players are. Flooding back into the site at a captain, staying up close, will grab Sagetsu and another. It's all
But
on to Sadak.
he needs to
We've seen an
ace-
ace
oh
already,
my
but Mr. Fallen wants to be the only one. He shuts down Sadak.
What a game, my friends. What an epic game.
Double that of their opponents. Hell, there's a world where we could
This
see
was the most bad I was talking
being
about.
Pick instead of Pearl, and maybe it should have been.
But again, we're going back to a FUT that has a new idea for a map that they have already played. And this round, even though very, very close there at the end with Sadak using that Reckoning to be a little bit faster. You know,
Bro,
as you were
it's
saying,
tilting
you know
losing
when the
around like
players are, you need to
this,
be fast if you
tilting.
wanna actually spot, maybe catch some of it.
Almost ace clutch, bro. Almost.
See,
No,
sorry, looking
Feeling-
sad on the KC side.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
Sprinting headshot.
Oh
onto
my
Mr. Fallen.
god, dude.
Why didn't he think of that?
Why would you play this game, actually?
Now wants to look for a little bit more, trying to get ahead of all of this utility. Let's be real, they've had to switch
Man.
up their setup because Elite has been getting wrecked. He has been having a horrific time. trying
One
to hold
day,
down
one
see
day,
players
we
dying
will
in
have
his position,
the replace
killing him
system,
off multiple
maybe.
rounds in a row.
And we're gonna
So they
see
have put Big Boy
people killing
Martin
like that, killing us like that in when we actually
Question is,
herb
can the
our
other gaps
VODs
be
from ranked
exploited
games,
by
man.
FUT as they
And
move
then we're gonna get mad, real mad.
They're moving a little bit everywhere. We see JetJ making some noise here, but he is by himself. Rest of the
Actually,
players now
Anline,
we
we're
see
never going to have a
Adicata
replace
moving
system, bro.
away
You
from
know that.
Mount.
We all know that.
I don't know
And
if
just
that
give us false
Prowler
hope.
got
They're
to
like
spot
for
him.
you.
But not, right now, if you're KC, they think they're everywhere.
Void of info being filled in at least. In just a moment, that swing is going to come round from Zeus. Sagetsu's holding it, but the crouch into the angle.
Goat as well.
Masterful stuff.
Yeah, my friends,
Sagetsu
we are
can't
going to
respond in
Ascent,
time.
and
Zeus
I
now
like that.
Takes his fight elsewhere.
This is a beautiful game.
Into the
I want to
small,
see
the
more.
joke's being thrown in and having to
Beautiful,
break the
beautiful.
wand. It pulls
Get
the
ace, kid.
cross
Get
around
ace.
the angle.
Get ace. Get ace, Zeus.
And it's all ready for FUT already.
Martin,
have
don't
an
run
ace.
away. Don't run away.
And looking for a
Don't be like that, bro. Don't be like that.
Bring it home, but
What an
Martin's
asshole,
running.
bro. What an
He doesn't want
asshole.
to give the ace away. Or the weapon that's in his
Bro.
hands.
Bro.
They
Asshole,
have to be
asshole.
7 in a row. A huge resurgence from KC needed. This FUT,
Yeah, he's thinking about the
well,
next
they're
weapon,
just
man. I don't
one
give
round
this guy
away
ace,
at this
bro.
point
Imagine the
from taking us to
confidence.
Ascent.
Smart guy, smart guy.
Funny that you say that. 7 in a row is what they need, and I think 7 in a row is what FUT have right now on the board.
That's impressive.
one more, and we go to
I know it, and one more player there.
It doesn't matter
Doesn't
that
have
they
money.
have that one player down. I feel like for KC, they're struggling a lot setting Martin up, right? Because while on the other side, we see that the Breach is going to be accompanying Zeus.
But the way he moves, the way
this
guy's play is just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
The last time they tasted victory on this map, or maybe the time before. And well, I don't think he's going to beat that this time, but just because of the pace of that victory, they finally managed to deal with him. Might be a chance. Somewhere the captain has got completely caught.
They stay alive on one more
From
round.
Sadak going straight through the wall as well for that spray. Couldn't see him, but took him down anyways. For FUT, 12-5. They're not giving up on this one. They've got plenty of runway to work with. Yedege has already claimed the A side as well. The spike on its way and no one to interrupt it. It's Yedege going for that deep aggression. Cam online in 4. No real traps to work off of here. Their back is secure at least.
Bro, can they chew before that?
After this plant, if
Running
they want to use
Thunder.
it, even in a 2v4 situation, this could be.
The Sadak invest reckoning.
Change the route.
I think he should save it. I think for them to have a better chance of winning the game, not just this round, they should save
It
those.
was absurd. With Rolling Thunder ready in place, this could catch almost everybody. Immediately thrown through and separating the players. Decent use of the Cove, trying to keep one alive, and that will at least put it all onto Mr. Fallen. 1 versus 3 to try and end this map here and now. First goes his way. Spam doesn't quite connect, but he has been able to deny that defusal, at least for the moment, expecting them to let go. Another kill goes his way, and he will get them.
Stop blowing my mind, Mr. Falling, legend! Holy shit! What a way to close out the game, bro. I told you, Sadak, gotta invest it. I'm joking.
Wow, it's incredible. They can see us on one of this.
Leave a like and subscribe.
No, they don't.
This guy has good energy. I like him.
Will be a Sandbay. I saw in the game y'all played yesterday. This is a map we haven't gotten to see a lot of. The least played here in the EMEA. Well, let's add one more to the tally.
A lot of tech pauses today, my friends, but this is the EMEA, so no surprises. Here we go, my friends. Here we go.
Will be put to the test, but the B site is not a passing grade. It's
Zeus and Martin on chat.
With a post plant imminent before even a lick.
The guy's playing Raze, bro. The guy's playing Raze. What?
Back to old school Sadak deadlocks. It was some of the sweatiest
Sadak
deadlock you're ever
Silva,
gonna see
man.
in your life. So expect.
You should be a KO player here, Manson.
Cool ideas already. The wall going.
But against
over the
Cracks,
top
I don't think you want to pick this agent,
They
right?
attempt to try and rotate in, and giving this agent a post plant is always pretty terrifying. A lot of damage done initially, and Martin thought maybe he was going to be in a sneaky spot, but gets nothing done. Luckily, his teammates are doing a fantastic job, even if some of them are low.
Well, that frenzy could clean them
Big
up,
pistol,
but the
big
shots
pistol, my
at least
friends.
Not for FUT.
Feeling that guys is watching.
Might call us any moment. Paranoia is thrown through, but players already wrapping. Mr. Fallen, the first to fall. Out of captain grabs one, but the wrap up
Zeus, man.
has
Aye.
indeed 33 HP left on Zeus, but he's got two souls on his belt. It's Aves and Martin that are the last ones.
You gotta get the spike.
Still have to go back and grab that spike. It's going to buy time for this rotation from Yedege. Nothing to watch their back on KC either, so with just a Raze and a Jet left, the two duelists, it's the perfect time to go for a flank.
Yeah, they're trying to bait out players to fight before they plant. But if anything, FUT want that extra time. They're trying to sell the idea that, oh no, nothing's coming in this direction, keep focusing on us, and while they do eventually find that flank, but there's so much more they need to get. Cracks.
Now the try. Weaponry is going to be a little bit weaker this time around.
Okay, good kill by Mr. Fallen.
Well, the early duels was a big conversation on Lotus for Martin.
Yeah, man, the guys had no chance in the round.
Without a captain firing back and taking another.
They actually
Aves, who is able to claim.
did a decent investment here, man.
Been a big troublemaker for them, even last
Not paying
round.
off.
33 HP after the first fight, still
So
gets
far.
2 more.
So far.
Now he is in the dirt, and another hero is needed. Thing is, FUT, no shortage of players that can step up in the moments when they're needed. Nice connection by Sagetsu. Elite finishes off Mr. Fallen.
Oh my god.
It's looking
Oh my god.
Showstopper. Maybe it does need a buff. It finds nothing but Yedege. The spray for 2 has left Sagetsu.
I wish I could do that.
Both players tagged at least. Maybe a chance. His ult online with the plant, but what's that going to do for you in a 1v2?
They're grouping up, potentially lining up. His TP couldn't have been worse timed. I don't know what he was expecting to happen, but that couldn't have gone any worse for Sugetsu.
It's a disparity, right? Like you see, for example, Aves using the
I'll be silent, man. I won't say anything. I won't say anything.
He gets it because he knows that FUT is going to fight this tooth and nail to prevent that plan from even happening, even though they have already gained the control over.
Who's Ben?
And then so he doesn't expect that they're going to float quickly, even there's a
That was nice, bro. That was nice.
It's in the process of even using that showstopper that pulls them into the open. It being fired up top is exactly when the player takes their timing. Yedege with the double spray down and then to finish off on reposition. Cerebral play from him.
I feel like Mr. Farley does quite an evil laugh.
My reaction.
KC making noise, and you know what they say. Put a drone and boombot in on A. Put it on one side, no follow-up pressure. You know it's fake pressure. Now they're on their way to B with a TP used up by Ada Captain. There are no...
Oh, that was beautiful, bro. Damn.
Has done damage.
Solo masterclass.
So many of them lost.
That feels good. That feels good. Oh my god. I love it.
Sagetsu, no chance but to save this weapon for the next. And that round
Replay, please.
Firmly into FUT's grasp.
Sagetsu, only hope here is to just try and hold on to the gun.
Yedege, man. He had a slow start in the first map, but now on fire.
We're seeing Elite, right? He's just
What's
waiting.
that? What's that?
Yada yada. After that initial
okay.
aggression coming in from FUT, when Elite is going to go onto the side, we still have that full pack of utility. It looks like they were just literally waiting around to see if FUT was going to double down on the aggression. And even though it was a 5v4 situation, it didn't feel like
Good job. Good job.
Did not feel that there was an advantage in this round going in for KC, and the read from FUT was just picture perfect.
I think the surprise factor of aggressive takes is being dealt with comfortably by the side of FUT. An immediate pop of the Hunter's Fury.
Man, we saw crashes yesterday, and popping from Envy,
has also allowed
destroying people with the Hunter's Fury, man. It was just a sort of masterclass.
And he's got a chance onto every remaining member of KC. One bullet. Only one bullet in the chamber right now. He's going to pop the reload. But if he lands one shot to the chest, Sagetsu, Martin, and Elite will fall by the wayside, so they move.
Okay, a lot of kills here from QJ.
Back into the waiting arms of Ada Captain. Paranoia off contact to the cam. Repositions.
That was
cleans Martin's
perfect, bro. Low man, can see, bro. They're in trouble.
Picking a scent into Turkish teams.
They must have forgotten.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, bro. Low-key. They have been losing a lot on us, and
not many people have been playing it, so they are the team. Unfortunately, it looks like they are getting punished because even just on angles and individual duels, it looks so.
But it was their home ground. Stats for my friend 6-3.
had, but yeah,
Sadak with the Hunter's Fury. Let's see what he does, my friends. Yedege with lockdown. Continues to destroy it.
Recovery in the half, very much possible for that attacking side. So it was 2-0 to start with, went 6-2, but a response, a resurgence at long last. Focus towards this site. Drone's already gone. I didn't see Yedege, and now he's filled in the space, but they're ready, they're watching, and Martin.
Okay, Martin, that's pretty good.
It wasn't really a bait, so that angle was comfortably cleared. Zeus in position though, rifle back in hand.
Together.
Through the smoke, flash actually, I think left Mr. Farling.
I didn't turn.
It's not working.
Whoops.
Maybe the update has thrown him off a little bit, but whatever it is, that has not gone well.
He was afraid to turn and they pick him, you know, get time.
Back up, turn it to a 3v3.
Chance. Zeus has backup on the side. Ada Captain's just outside. The shots don't land though, and that's a heavy price to be paid.
They can go away if they want to.
And KC are not in a rush. They're waiting for that extra player. They know the rotations will have come through, and as the smokes come back online, they'll still...
Yeah, with a bit risk. Commit.
Just expecting that retake, but eventually, well, time ticks away. They have to make a move to the side. They have to walk into cracks.
Oh, they're gonna lose.
Found one already. Waiting for that.
I told you, go away, bro. Go away. Why you don't listen to me?
FUT.
Cracks is insane, bro. This was a big round. Big round.
Sometimes the Cracks KO is not about the KO.
He's an insane player, bro, but his KO is one of the best.
Because his utility in that round sucked. His KC
Bro, yeah.
Lack of practice.
Who did that flash?
We've all been there, and I was saying like.
Psych, right? Okay, 3 guys blind? Yeah, must have sucked, bro. The other one was because the guy didn't turn, but he was afraid to turn.
You decide to
Could be a time.
Deploying drone. Retake possibilities for FUT. They could give up the space.
Man, KC, 4 rounds is good, man. It's good enough, I think.
In comes the showstopper.
Not amazing, but it's doable. Not best of finding anything, bro.
But the showstopper, it gets them at least that little bit of space with the player falling.
I've got to see how this raise is gonna work on the defender's side. We don't see raise on this map.
The Jenny is quite a thick
He knows.
Shock darts fired through, but dodged as well.
The only ones I remember playing Razor here
Down below, found
were
in time.
Monyet when he was on Paper Wax,
Hunter's Fury setup.
and a guy from Indonesia called Ray.
Position to use it. It's instead going to be capped.
His main run is one of the best in the world.
Imagine
Expect that one.
I thought it was going to be fired at the ult. Instead, it's sent straight into heaven. An attempt to drop these players. A very early ultimate put through by Elite. But his teammate sees there's only one player they have to focus on.
Yeah, KC, you guys are in trouble actually.
4 foot.
The other side in the last round, so to not win it,
Yeah.
it's going to put them in a pretty nasty spot. Had a captain again set up ready with that paranoia, likely to potentially put a couple into play. No, he's putting himself into play. He's going for it alongside the Hunter's Fury. It's all too easy.
But yo,
the
FUT.
second that ult is online for Mr. Fallen, it's
Beautiful
used as
Valorant, my friends.
disruption.
Beautiful Valorant.
Now they're caught looking the wrong way. Heavy traffic creeps up on him. And with just this being the last round, there's not a lot of hope.
He's rung the bell.
Versus 5.
Yeah, bro, it's 9-3.
On Sadik.
Only the curse can save KC.
Going to put him in danger.
Unlucky, Timmy.
Timmy's going to be
Man,
wiped out.
Sadak, you gotta call the best game of your life, bro.
Nano standing in their
For
way.
you guys
it's
to
being
win
hurt.
this. Okay.
But the second he spams at this,
And
better.
I always
He
start
gets
with the
it.
pistol. If you guys win the pistol,
And knows there's a
I believe a little
player
bit. If
close,
you
but
lose, I
didn't
think
know
it's GG.
about
No
Zeus
chance,
top.
no chance. Win the pistol or GG, KC. No other option, my friends. Sadak,
On one paranoia
get Inspire, bro.
immediately.
Get Inspire.
I think Zeus was a little bit delayed to try and make that move. Over the top he goes, but he is left completely
credit, no?
blind. I wonder whose flash that was.
Yeah, it's not a track record that's looking too clean so far. Elite down below, still to be taken out. Cracks is the one to do it, but Aves straight back in there. Martine in the same boat as the defenders flood back into the site. And KC will...
There's hope, there's hope.
This is where you look at Elite as one of the players that could potentially do that damage. Martine already going to be forced
okay.
out.
That's good, Sugatsu.
Second layer to that
Bro, if you win this round,
and we'll
aye. FUT is in trouble.
smokes out of the round.
Such a performance that we're seeing from Sigetsu today. Leading the board. Martin with his outlaw. He was successful the previous round.
Sadak just about snuck into this corner. They have no idea that he's here. He can even wait out the paranoia and claim a clean double. Now they'll know. Now
That was so
they'll turn
good.
to
That was
deal
so
with it.
good.
Zeus on
That
the
was so
back
good, bro. They are in trouble, big trouble. KC, you can win this. Mr. Falling, you gotta save it, buddy.
If you lose this round, guys, I would literally give you all 1,000 euros.
1,000 euros?
Thank God.
Oh my god, you can buy a city in Brazil, bro.
I love that bet.
Holy shit.
I was a little worried after last week, but that's
That's a lot of money, bro. A lot of money.
all about bribery of your teammates.
And we have it on camera just in case.
KC
Bro, the
now
players on
spinning
you. They
maybe
must
considered
win
in
in euros,
privacy
right? Oh,
on
so
this
like you are a
defensive
smart
side,
guy.
operating now.
That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money.
Not as sneaky as you think, Martin.
The guy was on Argentina winning pesos, came to Brazil to win reais, then went to America to win dollars, and now it's on EU, bro, to getting some nice euros.
Being caught by
That's
no
progress,
command,
bro.
It's an important. Oh, it was one they were building towards, and now with the quick res, much faster.
Oh my god,
How
just.
back cracks can be. 2 players left. Economy's good, but I think holding on to the operator is going to be far more important than fighting for this round.
This kid, man, is special, bro.
5v2, Yedajay
For Galileo,
as well. Even
from
holding
BBL,
on to
also playing
weapons
great
might
Valorant.
be difficult, but won't be.
And this show they gotta save.
Just felt like, okay, Zeus has just got you the piece that you needed. There was a drone, and that was all they needed.
Definitely not set up. Definitely not a smoke, not a drone before.
Yeah.
Definitely no pressure put on.
Bro, look at him, bro. Look at him. He's so clean.
Counter smoke utilized. Again, though, they look to walk into the Lion's Den. That knife already being used, so they can't take away the util this time.
No, and there are some traps waiting. a reveal up top sent through. And it will catch some info. The spam now with the trap, stunning Cracks, but he won't be punished. Zeus is up close. Aves and Sagetsu on their way, and that's one picked off immediately. Pressure on backside, Bladestorm.
Aye.
They don't land.
Sharpen the blades, sharpen the blades.
Is there to save the day.
The knives, actually.
There's still some saving to be done at 2 versus 3 that were left in and a shoulder routine that brings us back even. Bladestorm.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
3 blades left. Needs the kill to refresh them. The Bladestorm is hunting them down, but Zeus from down below.
KC's in trouble. KC's in trouble.
One step.
They can buy next round.
And just 2 away from claiming this series. I mean, they started on the back foot, losing their own map pick 14-12, but came back with a stomp on Lotus. And now it looked like they'd given KC a way in. They opened the door on Danger, but soon to slam it shut.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Really
Pro play.
It's just the proactivity of FUT. Zeus within the smoke, but it's the reposition from Yedajay. You can see the 2 players looking to come
glad he's alive.
towards the end of the round. They have no idea that he's already gone back towards the stairs. That meant that the angles they had to fight were nigh on impossible. Already, knife is going to catch. No opportunity to get away, but with an easy pick onto Yedajay, it's no problem.
Okay.
Okay. Fired in.
The game's not over yet.
Clean kill. And the advantage hammered home. Cracks. Oh no! It looked like it could have gotten very awkward, but Sagetsu is there to keep numbers in their favor. Now they'll look to isolate him with an aid into the right side. They know that he must be on the left, but the reveal is pixel perfect from Sadek.
Same thing for FUT EMEA, can still buy next round.
Fallen spike in his possession, but the full force of the remaining.
And he's saving this, bro. Or he's going for sure. He's going for sure. That's time.
Antagonist to Angel. Like so many of this round, obviously one player alive. It's just Mr. Fallen. But yeah, round completely necessary for KC.
He's believing he can win, bro, for sure.
If you are to call a timeout after you lose a couple of rounds, you're also giving 1 to FUT, and that could separate them from getting those 2 last rounds.
He knows the sensors are there, so he's trying to walk past them to almost sell the idea that this could potentially still be an A hit. They've held long enough. They know. An aggressive position, though. And you should never doubt Mr. Fallen in these clutch scenarios. So good in the late
he's fucked.
To crouch, but they get isolated into the 1 versus 1. Tries to bait the peak and well.
NT. Oh my god, Mr. Fallen, stop blowing my mind, bro.
It was Lotus all over again. I thought I saw that 1v3 gets the spike down. Mr. Fallen.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And Suigetsu.
You're losing the game, brother.
They're having a mini tactical pause.
Probably, yeah. Like if you have the time.
We are talking about next threat.
Like a bit of a silly.
If it's BMing, I'll be pissed.
I think it's the run through from Elite. Like that was so disjointed in the 1 versus 2. You know exactly where he is. You caught him in a net, and Elite goes way before Sugetsu's even prepared.
I think that you use that time.
That dart was from B.
Yeah.
That's
bro, but that was nice. That was nice.
And ends in RB.
Oh.
That's going to be tough for the people at home to figure out, Tom. You've done well. Speaking in riddles, Ada Captain already on the site. He uses his ult to get in there, and the rest of the squad, I mean, they're on their way, but they're almost still in the...
If he gets one, it's big already.
This is going to be a big battle for Ada Captain, and he's on
That's good, that's good.
Finding just the
they're going to commit here.
And they walk right into Martine. They're still pushing the site where the rotations will undoubtedly have come in, considering the ult from Ada Captain. Cracks good for 1, but the op is still running riot on backside. Sadek, shock dart through. They know without a doubt that this man is here. They have a choice somewhere.
Oh my god.
It just a pixel away.
Sugetsu. 1v1.
We'll find one.
You can get the fuck out of here, bro.
This can be an easy trap from Zeus to the other side of the map, but he wants to force the issue, force the fight, catch Sadek.
Sadek saw him?
They just do that. 40 seconds. Reveal goes deep, and he just about dodges it. Sadek should think he's on the other side of the map now. This swing.
Yeah, that's my boy, Sadek. Let's go, let's go. Ah, kid.
Out of a bad situation.
I don't know.
I need to see a replay of this.
I think Sadek saw him, bro.
So chaotic. As you were saying, we see Ada Captain just TPing onto side, and everybody
else. I'd love to see that, man.
The rest of KC are in very good position.
They won't show it.
Not really having an effect anymore. Martin has a very clean.
But when Sadek was on the box, I think he saw him, bro.
If if you want to see this round again.
Oh my god. So gets hype it up, bro. I love it.
TDM.
I don't like to try it when the game is like this, bro. Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. This is too good.
FUT very nearly won. That's the thing that's most surprising about it, with how disjointed everything
No
was
cuts,
in
no
that
cuts.
fight. It almost worked out for them. You probably would have bet on Zeus being able to take that over the line. Lockdown into play.
Oh, Elite's run away from himself.
To deny it, a firing squad lining up outside of the site
Oh,
to try and
everybody's dead. Everybody's
their
dead.
way through. Middle has been taken. The drone utilized.
Big ult.
That was needed. Zeus removed. Utility offline.
That was a really clean shot. Straight through the smoke. Good spam. Good prediction on the player. twltch very low. Out of captain up close, and he's taking a
Out of
fight
captain.
alone with the advantage, with the time
One that
on
was
their side. That
much needed.
is a mistake, as we can see, plain as day. Utility cut off for a moment, but the ult now fading. Zeus up close. They should know these players have been quite aggressive. They now know about Zeus. He's got a little bit of backup from mid.
Bro, look at this guy movement in this position. This is insane.
Three-piece. And with twltch low, it's the site itself that we look to for the fights. Cracks and Mr. Fallen, an opt to contend with a shot from Sugetsu and Martine that leaves
I thought it was over.
alone, trying to do it all. The defuse baits him in, and Sugetsu
There's no time, there's no time.
with a three-piece
There's time.
of his own.
That is how it's time in Valorant. That is how it's time in Valorant. Holy shit. And they are broke. They are broke.
0.1 of a second.
That's my boy. Prime Sugetsu. Prime Sugetsu.
To keep
Nah. His prime was insane, bro. His prime was insane. He was a beast, man.
Win this head-to-head, even though Zeus is definitely leading on those kills.
Okay, let's go. Remember that.
Even for this round, him,
Bro, but this was nice.
operator onto
The movement,
side, very aware
like
of how
Samba,
the time
Samba.
was working against them, and so he gets to always to be so reliable with those bullets right to the head. What is that?
For timeout.
The thing is, this
Oh,
does
the
again
movement.
seem like a moment though where. Well,
Bro, that coach just scored, bro. Holy shit.
Need to peak. Like they have the back of the site. They have players in control. They have a player coming
He is
round.
yeah, you are, bro. You are.
Looking a whole lot better, and even think back to the previous map, FUT were in full control.
But
Scoreline here.
he has
as
blades,
well.
bro.
It seemed like KC had ran out of steam.
Yo,
but
so
that
like
is
was
far
waiting for
from
that.
The truth, an opening for Sadek.
Innocent.
Pistols and FUT. They are conceding this.
Oh my god.
round.
Gira, Martin.
Chance
Oh my
to
goodness.
on to Martin, but he's got
Is Aspas and Sadak again?
Sadek's on the rotate. Mid
Nah.
theirs.
All the respect, Martin,
No
but
upsets here with the pistols from what we're seeing. 11 to 11.
not there, bro. Not there.
Game really
All the
is
respect.
on.
All the respect.
Looking like a
11 to 11, my friends. Stats for you. Stats for you. 26 kills for Sugetsu. Prime Sugetsu. My boy's back, bro. He's king.
an immediate pop of the Hunter's Fury.
What do you guys watch?
Dodged
It's
over the
prime,
top
bro.
of Zeus, but Sadek,
It was a
I don't know
beautiful
if he's been
thing,
seen.
man.
I don't think he's been spotted at all. It's completely fallen flat again. One player in the site, but that player might just be in.
Yeah, that player is Zeus, bro.
The guy that seems undefeatable within this.
I know that the loud players, Sadak, Las, Aspas, they are all big fans of Sugetsu, man. They learn a lot from him.
That nade made me nervous. It was damn
Yeah.
close. He's on 7 HP at the moment. Spam through the wall would get him. He was in prime spot for that spam just a moment
Annihilation
ago.
is available.
Annihilation, where's it going? It's a player in main, but they don't know. They'll go for backside. Great connect. That's Mr. Fall.
Captured, captured.
Zeus
Aye.
holds the line, grabs one more, and twltch's in. It's a 1v1 with Mr. Fallen already taken and dealt with. Nano activated.
he missed,
You hear the
he
sound
missed.
cue. He's got another.
Shoot that shit, bro.
Doesn't quite get put out in time. Elite already getting it to halfway. twltch playing with him and finishing his meal. Just about. FUT make it to 12. Overtime, the worst case
That
scenario
shit was
now in
crazy. Oh
regulation.
my
And
god.
just one round away from claiming this marathon of a series.
That second
You whiffed
time
that, no? But like it's hard, I know, it's easy to say. But felt like he had it. Felt like he had that.
3 in favor of KC. Zeus being able to turn the tides around, being able to get 3 even in the condition that
But yeah, Jay, he's clean, bro. He was so close. He was so close. No cuts. Let's go. Let's go.
Chair position or
GG, Roti.
something that can make him hit headshots even better. I don't know how it made a difference, and well, you can't afford to miss.
Jesus
with
Christ,
this
bro.
man.
Jesus Christ.
You get one shot, you miss it, you lose.
spoke about.
Oh, was so close to.
82nd province and FUT, they almost claimed it back with flying.
This is what I call being the set in details, bro. Not when
20 HP on Zeus,
you don't know
but
the
so
basic
much
or fundamentals, you
damage
know?
returned onto KC. Oh, this fam is so close. They don't know quite how close they were, but he's still alive. The demon lives, and it's not looking like there'll be an easy way back through for KC. The Blade Storm of Martine needs to be big.
It is over. GG. FUT winning in their home ground, bro. Epic game. Absolute cinema.
2-1, and this series, rightfully so, belongs to FUT.
Well,
Leave a like and subscribe if you can. Support me on Patreon, my friends.
Back and forth matchup.
See you
all the way
in
through.
a moment, because today we've got Team Heretics versus Navi as well. Get ready.
It was Zeus who stole the show.